So today we're going to be on page 141. It's called Circumscribed Angles. And it's also Tangent-Secant angles. So the objective for today is to use properties of circumscribed angles and also to use properties of tangent, secant, and secant-secant angles. So we want to recall that what a circumscribed angle is. So it's an angle whose rays are tangent to the circle. So if we draw a circle at center O, so we have one tangent line here, and then we have another tangent. So the circumscribed angle would be this angle, which is BCA, because we see that the two tangents where they intersect form that circumscribed angle. So we say that BC is a tangent and AC is also a tangent. So angle BCA is a circumscribed angle. And we have here that arc AB would be that intercepted arc. So the rule for circumscribed angles is that the circumscribed angle and the intercepted arc are supplementary. So this means that it has to equal to 180 to be supplementary. So our arc AB and our angle BCA are supplementary to each other. So if we look at an example, we draw a circle and we have two tangents. So we want to know what is the measure of the circumscribed angle, which is DEF, whose arc DF is 110 degrees. So you want to know what this angle is equal to when our arc DF is 110 degrees. So if we look back to our rule, we know that their circumscribed angle and the arc are supplementary to each other. So measure of angle DEF, you want to take 180 and subtract 110 from it. And we get the measure of DEF is equal to 70 degrees. So this would be for our circumscribed angle. So now if we look at tangent-secant angles, first let's recall what a secant is. So a secant is a line that intersects a circle at 2 points. So if we have a circle here and we want to draw in our secant, so it hits that circle at 2 points. So we have this A, B, D, E, and this will be C. So we see that both these secants here hit the circle at 2 points. So we say AC is a secant and DC is a secant. So the rule for this, so rule 2, to find out what this angle is, what angle C is, then it's going to be the angle is equal to the far away arc minus the close arc, all divided by 2. So that means that this is our angle, so this would be our far away arc, and this is our close arc. So it's far away arc, AD, minus arc BE, and divided by 2. So we'll look at an example. So example 2. So we draw a circle. Oh, we have to correct something, guys. I did secant first. So it's going to be secant angles for this one. And it's the same thing. So we have 2 secant angles. So it's the far away arc minus the close arc. So we'll look at this example here. So we have 2 secant angles. With point T. So we're given that TS and TQ are secants. And the measure of STQ is equal to 55 degrees. So this angle is 55 degrees. And the measure of arc SQ is 163 degrees. So we want to find the measure of P r. So we have that the angle is equal to the far away arc minus the close arc, and then divided by 2. So if we have our angle is 55 degrees, and we know that SQ is the far away arc, so we have 163, and we want to find out what the closer arc is, so minus x divided by 2. So now we need to solve for x here. So we do multiply everything by 2. So we have 110 is equal to 163 minus x. We subtract 163 from both sides, and we get negative 53 equals negative x, and we divide by a negative, and we get x is equal to 53. So arc PR is 53 degrees. So now we can look at the tangent-secant angles. So this is where we have one tangent and one secant on a circle. So if we have a circle, so this would be our tangent, and this would be the secant, hits it at 2 points. So the rule for this is going to be the same rule for the secant-secant. So the angle is equal to, so angle U would be equal to the far away arc minus the close arc, all divided by 2. So if we have that angle or arc TV is 102 degrees, so arc TV is 102 degrees, and arc TW is 202 degrees. So we need to find out what angle TUV is. So we take the angles equal to the far away arc, which is 202, minus the close arc, which is 102, divided by 2. So we get the angle is equal to 100 divided by 2, and we get the angle is 50 degrees. So measure of angle TUV is equal to 50 degrees. So we worked with circumscribed angles, secant-secant angles, and tangent-secant angles. So remember that our secant-secant angles here and our tangent-secant angles both have that same rule. So it's the far away arc minus the close arc divided by 2.